For the longest time, the story in retail was pretty simple. Get bigger. More stores, more floor space, more scale. Well, that story is over. We're in the middle of a retail revolution, and this time, victory isn't going to go to the biggest, it's going to go to the most precise. And for some of you, the battlefield is about to get a whole lot closer to home. Let's get into it. Okay, so if you're an independent grocer in South Africa, I know what you're worried about. You're looking at the big chains on one side and these nimble new players on the other. But what if I told you your biggest threat isn't an external competitor? What if it's already walking your aisles, inside your four walls? Let's just be real for a second about what it's like out there. Your margins, they're razor thin. Your customers are watching every single cent. Labor costs are through the roof. And shrink is a relentless thief that never sleeps. And on top of all that, your local township competition is getting smarter, faster, and they're closer to the customer than you've ever been. This isn't just a list of problems. This is the uncomfortable truth of your world. And right into this pressure cooker, a new force is entering the game: artificial intelligence. But listen, it's not arriving like some shiny robot from the future. No, it's quietly sliding into the systems you use every single day. This is the new competitive landscape. It's an AI arms race, and it's going to decide who thrives and who gets left behind. So let's look at the battle lines. You've got the big retail groups, and they're using AI for things like demand forecasting to leverage their massive scale. Then you have the agile township platforms, using it for digital ordering, winning on pure speed. But look at that bottom row. That's you, the independent owner. You have just enough data, just enough control, and honestly, more pressure than anyone to act fast. And that gives you the biggest potential for return on investment of them all. AI is about to either widen the gap between you and your competitors or give you the power to close it for good. Okay, let's cut through all the hype and the buzzwords. When we say AI in your grocery store, what are we actually talking about? Forget the complicated jargon. Let's just look at what it can really practically do for your bottom line. It really boils down to 5 things that drive profit. Number 1, availability. That just means stopping lost sales by making sure the product is actually on the shelf. 2, smarter promotions, so you can measure their real impact. 3, loss prevention. We're talking about moving from just counting your losses to actually predicting and preventing them. 4, management focus, guiding your team to the things that truly matter. And finally, number 5, optimized ranging, which is just a fancy way of saying you stock what actually sells, not just what you think sells. Let's just take that first one, availability. Your old system, it only looks backward. It tells you what you sold last month. But AI looks forward. It analyzes things like payday cycles, what the weather's going to be, even local events, to predict what your customers will want to buy next week. And the result is so simple: fewer empty shelves, which means fewer lost sales, and happier customers who keep coming back. Now, you could go out and invest in the very best AI tools on the market, but there is a catch, and this is the part that really matters. This is the part that most articles, most tech salespeople, they just completely miss it. And here it is. AI is an amplifier. It is not a magic fix. It takes what you're already doing and makes it more powerful. It absolutely cannot build your foundation for you. There are non-negotiable, fundamental retail principles that have to be rock solid first, or the whole thing falls apart. Look, AI runs on one thing and one thing only: data. And if you put garbage in, you get garbage out. So if your item master is a total mess, if your receiving bay is chaotic, if your stock counts are just a wild guess, and you aren't capturing waste properly, AI is going to fail. It won't solve your problems. It will just amplify your existing chaos with terrifying speed. This brings us all the way back to one of the oldest, most timeless principles in this business. Retail is detail. Success isn't about the big, grand gestures. It's determined by the consistent and precise management of every single small operational activity. In the age of AI, this isn't just a nice idea anymore. It is the absolute foundation for survival. So the winning formula? It's not about who buys the fanciest AI tool. It's about building a culture of hardcore operational discipline first, and then, only then, using AI to supercharge it. The mantra couldn't be simpler. Discipline, then AI. Let me give you a metaphor that makes this crystal clear. Think of AI as the engine in a race car. It provides incredible power, raw speed, all the horsepower you could want. But your operational discipline, that's the steering wheel. That's what gives you direction and control. Without a steering wheel, an engine is just a very, very fast way to crash into a wall. You're never going to reach the finish line of profitability. And don't think for a second this is some far-off, distant future. By 2027, that's just around the corner. AI will be a standard feature in the point-of-sale systems you're already using. By 2029, your suppliers are going to expect structured, clean data from you. And by 2031, any store that doesn't have its data discipline sorted, well, you won't just fall behind, you'll become irrelevant. The window to prepare is closing, and it's closing fast. This one idea, right here, captures this entire shift perfectly. In 2026, AI will not reward ambition. It will not reward scale. It will reward precision. The winners are going to be the most disciplined retailers, not the biggest ones. Every single detail will need to be controlled, measured, and perfected. So the AI revolution is here. It's not coming to reward ambition, it's coming to reward discipline. And that just leaves one final crucial question you have to ask yourself. Is your business precise enough to be rewarded?